morning, all my bariatric brothers and sisters. Nurse Mike here, world heavyweight champion of nurses. In case you didn't know, Nurse Mike, champion. And I want to talk to you guys about a couple of quick things. It's going to be a quick video, which is not normal for me. I usually make very long videos. Some people watch them. Fine, I'm talking too much already. So, a couple of things. First thing is I see a lot of people before surgery and more directly post-op who are very worried about getting in their fluids and their protein. Don't make yourself nuts, guys. Yes, there are the occasional person who has some complications who can't really take in much, and maybe there's a stricture, maybe there's some sort of complication with the surgery. Those items are rare. If you think that's you, talk to your doc. The majority of people I see posting about how am I getting in my 64 ounces of liquid, my 60 to 80 grams of protein, and again, those numbers are very specific to your surgeons. Talk to your people, find out. If you think you're not getting it in, don't make yourselves nuts, all right? Yes, it is important to get in fluids. Yes, it is important to get in protein. But if you're a week out and you're getting in 55 ounces of fluid, if you're getting in 50 ounces of protein, don't make yourself nuts, all right? It's not the end of the world. You will get there. It will become easier to get that stuff in, to obtain the intake of protein and liquid. Very soon, very early post-op, understand whether it's Roux-en-Y, bypass, sleeve, your stomachs are tiny, guys. Also, you're not going to get it in one sitting. You can't sit down and drink 10 ounces of water. You got to sip. Early on, you have to be very, very deliberate. You have to think about everything you're putting in your body, and you have to be very slow when you do it. You can't go guzzle an entire cup of water. It's just not going to happen. Physically, you cannot do it. You have to make the time. You have to be deliberate about what you're taking in, and you have to understand and think about what you're doing. That being said, it will come. You will get your fluids in. You will get your protein in. If for some reason you're going a long period of time and you think it's not happening, talk to your doctors. You'll get there. Second thing I want to talk about, and this one, this one weighs on me a lot, and that is BMI, body mass index. It is something that most, if not all, surgeons use prior to surgery. Its insurance companies love it, and it really determines if we can have surgery. Are we fat enough to qualify for surgery? Here's the problem with BMI. When we are morbidly obese, and physically we look morbidly obese, and anybody who's had surgery, well, we didn't do surgery because we were skinny. If your BMI is 40 or 50 or 60, you don't look fit. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. There's no human being who has a BMI of 60 who looks fit. You'd have to be 42 feet tall and whatever. It's not possible. However, and this is where it gets me, when you start losing weight and people start worrying about, am I obese? Am I morbidly obese? Am I, healthy weight now? Here's the problem. Once you start getting fit and losing weight, BMI stops taking into account fat versus muscle. BMI has no bearing on fat versus muscle. It's height and weight, period. That's where the issue is for me. And I'll tell you why. So, my current BMI is 30. According to the National Health Institute, a BMI of 30 is morbidly obese. Do I look morbidly obese? I don't think so. Here's the other problem, and I'll tell you a perfect example of why BMI is crap once you're getting fit. And forgive me, doctors, forgive me, my doc, forgive me, anybody else, dietitians, forgive me. This is my opinion. Many of you know an actor by the name of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Rock for president. I'll put that aside. But Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is 6'5", he weighs 260 pounds. His body fat percentage is about, 6, 7. He's got no body fat. His BMI is 30.5. The Rock has a higher BMI than I do. Anybody see the issue here? BMI doesn't take into account muscle versus fat. It's just height and weight. Once you've had surgery and you're on the road to fitness and health and feeling better, forget BMI. Please, for the love of God, forget considering well, BMI says I'm morbidly obese, so BMI says I'm obese. I weigh, 180 pounds of solid muscle and my body fat is 5%, but I'm obese. No, you're not. Forget that number. There are a lot better scales these days. There's the DEXA scan. There are like submersion scans that really kind of can test body fat percentages. The last I did a scan at my gym, the last body fat percentage I did showed that I was 15% body fat, but that was 189 pounds of muscle and like 30 pounds of fat. I'll take that. That seems pretty awesome to me. So, once you're done with surgery and you're getting fit, don't make yourselves nuts about BMI, all right? Look at yourselves in the mirror, put on your clothes, put on some muscle. That's what I'm doing now. I put on a lot of muscle. I take in a lot of protein. I take in a lot of fluids. I am 18 months out, guys. I can do that now, all right? I couldn't do it a few weeks post-op, okay? I struggled too getting the protein and the liquids in. You guys are all awesome. Keep up the good work. Don't make yourselves nuts. Any questions, hit the message boards, hit me up. It's all good. And by the way, anybody who wants to run a Spartan race, wants to run an obstacle race with me, I'm running 4 or 5 of them next year. I'm training now. Hit me up, we'll run them together. If you're in the tri-state area, trust me. I don't do it to compete, I do it to finish. You guys do it with me, we will have a blast. I'm trying to get my doc to do one. I don't think it's going to happen. Dr. Buchin, I'm calling you out. Let's do a run, man. Spartan race. You and me and the rest of the office next year. You guys are all awesome. Keep it up. I'll talk to you next time.